Hot Off the Stove podcast. I'm back. Finally. To my right, special guest, Bennett, aka dippr.
No. You stay right there.
But he still won the scooter. I would hate sharing my birthday with Flag Day.
Dan, you need your own flag.
Yeah, you need to shut the hell up.
Hot Off the Stove podcast. I'm back. Finally, I'm back. I've been away for 3 weeks now. To my left, co-host Caleb. How you been, Caleb?
I'm great, man. It's
Great?
been a great weekend.
Memorial
spent
Day.
some time with the family. Seen some family I haven't seen in a while. So yeah, it was great.
Great.
How was your weekend?
I was doing good.
Good?
Yeah, I went to the beach. Classic Memorial Day.
Classic.
Yeah. To my right, special guest, Bennett, aka dippr, multi-genre producer from hip-hop, rap to his new upcoming EP, which dives into modern jazz, modern classical music.
Yep. Compendium Volume 1 on May 30th. Pre-save it.
Yep. And
Pre-save
this will be
it,
out
yes.
by then, so save it and download it.
True. Yeah, listen to it.
You can't pre-save it anymore.
Yes,
it's
that's true.
out.
That's true.
All right. Music picks of the week.
Yes, let's do it. So this week I have a music pick from Vince Staples, Government Cheese. The first time I heard this song, bro, I was on the train, riding through Philly, just coming back to the city from home, and it just made the ride so much more cinematic, just riding through the inner city and
Do you feel like that whole album is cinematic?
Yeah, it's a lot of grand production, a lot of grand drums and just crazy space within a lot of the production and
Nice.
Samples and all of that.
Still gotta listen to that, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a great project. I would say
snippets.
one of the best from Vince Staples. But yeah, I really enjoyed the project. The second song I have is from McGee. It's called How Many Miles, and that song just sounds like you're at an '80s dance, bro.
Oh,
And,
shit.
Mhm.
I gotta
And
add
a
that.
school dance, and you grab you're dancing with your girl, everybody has their partner or whatever. That's what this song feels like.
You about to
So,
slow dance?
Yeah. But it's a great song. His vocals are insane, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anybody I've kind of tapped into him a little bit before this weekend, but this weekend I really dove into that one
Yeah.
album that he just dropped. And yeah, production and vocals are everything.
Fire.
What about you?
Bennett, you
Or
got
Bennett,
any
mine
picks
too.
this
Any picks,
week?
Bennett?
Yeah.
Guest picks?
I got, let's see, No Contempt by Lalo. The first time I heard a song by him, the beat is one of the hardest songs I've heard this year. It's actually insane to listen to with headphones. Very cool production. Yeah, that one's fire. I'm definitely going to look out for more from him. And then, let's see.
Scrolling through the whole
Yeah, I had
Spotify.
to check. Gotta pick the Never Falter Hero Girl by Katie Day.
Oh,
It's a very small artist. One of the coolest songs I've heard in a long time. It's super blown out. I guess it's Porter Robinson kind of mixed with noise rock. It's really cool. Big fan of that one, so you should check it out.
my pick this week, Kalani by Jordan Adetunji. I hope I pronounced the last name right, but fire. I think he's coming out with some of the catchiest kind of new stuff. His EP last year I really liked, and then he's released some singles recently that I thought matched that in quality, and this one's really catchy too. So definitely check that out. It's kind of not hyper pop, but rap, hyper rap, I guess, kind of. I don't really know if that's a genre. But then I'll also shout out the new Zach Bryan single, Pink Skies. I thought that was really good by him. He always, I feel comes with either a new perspective or a little bit of a new sound on these country records. And I was a big fan of the EP he released. I don't know how long ago that was, but it had Sarah's Place on it with Noah Khan. I was a big fan of that. So looking forward to new stuff by him too. I don't know if there's an album in the works or anything, but yeah, those are the picks. And obviously, I know Caleb almost beat me to the punch there. All these are on the Spotify
Yes.
Hot Off the Stove
Yes.
playlist, Hots Radio. Caleb, when's this going to be updated?
Actually, I just updated these new songs that we've just added, but I have to add the rest that we've been talking about. So It should be updated by the time this comes out. It will be updated by the time this comes out. So
Hold
definitely
his
go
ass
tap
to
in.
it. Hold him to it.
Yes.
The scammer.
Let me
Yes,
just
it
say, I'm
will.
looking
I'm
at
the scammer now.
I'm looking at Dan over here. Dan looks wiped. He
What?
looks wiped over here.
I can't breathe, bro.
He can't.
Are you okay, Dan?
Allergies, bro.
Damn.
I feel you.
There's none in Philly. I go home to the
Mm.
wilderness land of the animals and the pollen, and I get stabbed in the nose with death.
Sorry, dude. Long weekend.
Grippy. Grippy.
Strictly dickly.
What?
That's what he said, bro.
I don't buy it for
That's
one
That's
second.
what he said.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yeah. So how was ghostwriting for that song, man?
Yeah, I was writing for Cash Cobain and J. Cole.
Yeah,
the
you know,
new
I
hit single Grippy.
Put a lot of thought into it with the landscape of the rap scene nowadays. You have to think a lot about
A lot of
it.
introspective lyrics.
Oh,
on that one.
absolutely. It's
When you said because it's grippy, what exactly was grippy?
What is grippy?
my grip on reality.
Oh,
what I mean?
wow.
It goes way
Damn,
beyond physical.
damn.
Man.
Wow.
Like, y'all gotta think
Oh.
harder. You'll get there.
That's
though.
deep.
Grippy. Shit, that shit go crazy.
All right, Bennett. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you got into music, and what kind of inspired this new EP.
Yeah. So I'm from the Boston area. And I was into music and creating music as a kid. I got introduced to it, I guess, through my computer lab class in 4th grade. They had us play this game called Incredibox. I don't know if y'all ever
Oh
heard
my
of that.
god.
Yeah, you remember that? It was like
That's like the first time I made music too, and I didn't even realize that until you just said it.
Yeah, so it was like a screen, and there were these animated guys at the bottom, and you could drag and drop them in, and it was all beatbox. Like it was all like this one guy just made but it was different instrumental parts and drum, beatboxing parts, and you would drag and drop them in, and that was so fun to me. I mean, I'd never seen anything like it before. Since then, I've never seen anything like that. Like that was crazy. That
It was like better in My Singing Monsters. It was
Yeah.
so fire.
Okay, but my singing
Okay,
monsters.
yeah.
Fire, though.
Nah,
Put
but
respect on My Singing Monsters.
but I don't. There was something about it that was.
No,
just like,
there was
oh.
absolutely something about it, and it inspired me to look into what other ways I could find out. I could make music.
Right next to the mic.
Really, bro. Like
Right next to the mic.
you're gonna have to restart your whole story.
But yeah, so I scoured the internet for a while trying to find a few different just like websites like that were just like free DAWs basically, and I didn't even know what a DAW was at the time, but I found a few that were like it was like GarageBand, like you'd drag in loops and you could actually arrange it instead of Incredibox where it was like you'd drag and drop it in and it would just play and then you'd take it out. You could actually arrange a song. And that was exciting to me, but I always wanted to write my own music and not use, loops that were already created. And so eventually I found out about FL Studio in probably early high school, I think 9th grade. And I just went all in. I bought it. I didn't know anything about cracking plugins at the time. I probably spent like $1,000 that year. First year that I bought it, when I realized that it doesn't really come with instruments and stuff, so I was like, oh, I gotta spend a lot of money. But at the time I listened to only electronic music, like only future bass was like my favorite genre, and so that's just the genre that I decided I wanted to learn, and it definitely inspires my production now because in the past few years, I've challenged myself to be able to create as many genres as possible, using just MIDI like in a DAW, because I don't play any instruments, and so I wanted to see if I could, figure out these other genres that I, don't even, I listen to a little bit of jazz, I listen to a little bit of everything, but I'm not, I couldn't sit here and tell you my 3 favorite jazz songs because I might not even know the names of that many. So it's like, I just did it for the challenge itself, but by challenging myself to learn how to create those genres, I got way more into them and way more into the production aspect of them. And so yeah, I'm here now, and I've figured out that there are certain genres that I just love to make over others, but I can never stick to one. So
Yeah.
Right.
it makes it
Continue
fun.
to evolve.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite genre right now? Because I know you're into like the jazz and
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hard. I mean, I don't know. I have one playlist that I listen to on Spotify that's just all of the current music that I still enjoy, and I'll take songs out when I get bored of them.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll go from jazz to electronic to rap to classical to rock to So it's hard to say, like, it depends on the day, I guess. So I guess today, my favorite is rap.
Okay.
Because I've just been in the mood to listen to it a lot more today.
Nice. All right. So you sit down, and your goal is to produce a track. What do you start with? Are you starting with melody? Are you starting with, okay, I want to make drums for this? Is it like a particular instrument maybe off of this EP or what? Any sort of beat?
Yeah. Sometimes if I just want to make something, but I'm not sure what what genre I want to make, I'll literally just like sit in my room or like sit wherever I am and just like bore myself until I think of a melody or something in my head. Oftentimes it is a melody. And over the years I've gotten really good at being able to transcribe melodies that I hear in my head into MIDI, just from practicing recreating songs over the years. And so that's really helped with my production, but really like it depends every single time if what I start with. I like to sample a lot, so I definitely am often influenced by songs that I'm currently listening to and decide I want to make something out of that, whether it's a remix or I'm taking one tiny part from it and building off of it. But it kind of starts with something different every time. I will say for most of the things off the EP, it started with piano. The what's it called? The Lab soft piano is my all-time favorite.
Free too.
It's also free.
That's like the second or third shout out. That one sound is
really
on this
yeah.
podcast.
I mean, it's popular for a good reason. It's easily accessible and it's good. So for almost every song off of the EP, I started with piano and just kind of started with whatever melody idea I had in my head, and built around it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I know you got there was like a comment in one of your TikToks that was like, what sound or what instrument is this? And then you commented back like, oh, it's just like Labs, and then the dude said, no way, bro. Like, you're lying.
Yeah. I put OTT on everything. It's a multi-band compressor.
Secret sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I've it's not even much of a secret. I just said it now, so but it really transforms that piano sound specifically. And usually it's used in electronic context, but I just realized, I don't know, I decided one day to see what it sounded like, and the Labs piano already has kind of the clicks of
you can hear the
like the pedals hit, you know what I mean, and it just accentuates every noise, and even it adds like some background white noise that's just like, it's such a cool texture, and so I've basically done that with everything on the EP. But my favorite thing to do is just to experiment with effect plugins on sounds that normally wouldn't,
just trying to do something different.
Just trying to see what I can
stick,
it's a lot of the time with sound design stuff, I never have an end goal in mind. I just kind of see, let me try putting something on this and playing with it and kind of breaking it and seeing if I can create something that I never would have been able to make if I'd thought in my head like, I want to make this sound. It's usually happy accidents with stuff like that. So I encourage you to try to do that if you're a producer and you don't, you might be going through beat block or don't feel creative. Just trying to use plugins that, even as simple as they are, just trying to break them and use them in ways that nobody else has before, can really, inspire you in new ways.
And you've kind of, sorry, Caleb, but you've kind of found success. I mean, doing that, at least in recent releases. kind of blown up a little bit with SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Over 100,000 plays and stuff. So it seems to be working.
It's
Yeah,
it's
a little
going
bit.
pretty well. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
So what I've been hearing from those like a lot of your reels and a lot of your TikToks is like these like big like grand cinematic walls of sound. Like what inspired you to go that direction with this EP, and like were there any influences that inspired that direction?
Yeah, I'm definitely influenced by movie scores.
Right.
You know, everyone says it, but Hans Zimmer is big inspiration.
Yeah.
I love those. Yeah, I mean, the Interstellar soundtrack is amazing, and you might be able to hear some influences from that in some of my music. And yeah, I mean, I honestly didn't create the EP. I didn't sit down and say, okay, I want to make an orchestral classical EP. I decided I wanted to put something out after the fact, after the song's ideas had already been made, because I was like, okay, I have this collection of ideas that kind of work together. And for me, I realized it's really hard for me to sit down with like a theme and be like, let me start making multiple songs around this theme. So it was just easier for me to go back into, you know, some of the projects are actually pretty old, and some, you know, the last song on the EP is actually 2 different projects that I combined, because I had one idea and I had an outro idea, and I was just like, I am struggling to write a song on its own.
Right.
I have this idea, let me flesh it out, let me make it, you know,
Into one.
Yeah, so a lot of time it's you know, it's my first EP that I've put out, so I've just learned through this experience that it's easier for me to just make what I want to make on a daily basis, and then go back after the fact and look at what might work together.
It's funny you say that, because I was just reading like have you read The Creative Act by Rick Rubin?
No, I haven't.
That was like one of like his main like creative keys, I guess. Just like letting your mind run free in like those first few stages of the creation process.
Yeah.
And then like going back once you have those like product or those like your works like
Fleshed out.
Yeah. Like once you have that stuff like fleshed out to a good point, it's always good. Then you go back with your technical mind and like flesh it out more and like add the technical aspects to whatever tracks you're working on.
Totally.
So yeah.
Yeah, and you can go back to it with a new theme in mind,
Right.
and flesh out the ideas going in that direction. Even if initially they're not exactly coherent together, but
it definitely stops you from like putting yourself into a box.
exactly.
So, like,
yeah. And that was one of my biggest worries with TikTok, is that I would end up producing in my free time with the mindset that I want to make something that will blow up on TikTok. And I never wanted to do that, because my initial reason for posting was just a creative outlet. Like it was literally just like, what are my favorite things that I've made this week? Let me post a few videos and see what sticks. I just threw everything at the wall.
Get immediate feedback.
And that, I mean, it's my favorite thing in the world, I've realized, is to show people my music and to get reactions from it, because it's a feeling that I don't get from anything else.
Right.
And so, you know, learning that TikTok can just be used as a place to be creative and to show people what I'm making, and not trying to like necessarily get anything out of it, because I would still be doing it if I had 0 followers.
Right.
You know, it's just fun for me to express myself like that, and not keep myself in a box.
Sick.
So yeah.
What's your favorite song on the EP?
I think probably it's between Intertwined and Storm Chaser.
How many songs is it?
It's only 4.
4 songs?
Yeah. But those 2 are just sort of ideas that I just kind of came to me, and I felt super inspired by, like right off the bat, before they were full songs, before they were even ideas. Right when I was first making them, I was like, oh, this actually can be really cool. And to finish them, which is really hard for me to do, to finish songs. I mean, I'll start a project,
especially this type of genre, though, too,
absolutely.
because it's not like you're just putting, okay, I need 808 drums and then like a melody, and maybe a second layer. Like this is like, you know, an orchestral, like, you know, you have horns going on, you have strings going on, you have, you know, percussive elements, any textural elements, piano.
Yeah, and not being able to record any of it makes it a very tedious process, especially for Intertwine, where it's the main element is kind of this big piano part that has a lot of like polyrhythms and just it's just kind of morphing and changing throughout, and it's absolutely unplayable for any human. So it takes a long time, but I think that's kind of the fun part about it, is that you can create music if you're using only MIDI that's impossible for humans to play. I mean, I think that's really fun now, like in the modern age of production, is you can make songs that sound like they were recorded by people, but they could never be. And I think that's like really fun to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, it's super fire. Like just like in the times we live in, that we have the technology to do that. It's like, it's just crazy.
I mean, the plugins today are just like, you can't even tell a lot of the time.
All right, we got to get the energy up. We got to get the energy up.
I am.
It was
Eyes are always at me whenever we need the energy up. Oh, Dan.
And I haven't seen Dan in this whole weekend, and he's really quiet, and I feel bad that he's so quiet this week.
Dan, come be entertaining, because Griffin and Caleb can't be.
Please
That's
be entertaining.
Get over
Dan.
here.
Please be entertaining, Dan. And he has a decent fit on today.
All right, buddy.
He has a
really good.
decent
Second
fit.
angle, sir.
Second angle.
I got to take my headphones off. I'm sorry, guys. All right. What the fuck are you doing?
Huh?
Get the second angle out.
Hold on, I'm cleaning.
I don't got time to clean your lens. All right. Kind of, Hold on 1 second, guys.
Wow. Energy is just shooting up.
Unprofessional.
Energy.
Energy.
So this shirt is made out of pure energy. We got
Pure energy
there's like a
in the
car
shirt.
on the back, right?
Yeah, it's like a multiple cars.
Yeah.
It's on the go.
I got whips.
Uh-huh.
And then I got, these are probably going to get barred from the podcast soon because I've worn them so much. But we got the linen pants.
Yeah.
And
People
the
are going to
Birkenstock
think
Bostons.
all you have.
It's a good combo.
And then the brown belt, because Griffin always asks what color belt.
Nice. I like the brown belt with
And we got a big old man
With
spray
that.
going on over here.
And the hat. The hat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Sam
Of
Freezy.
course.
Where
Come on
Freezy
now.
at?
Where
Come on
Freezy at?
We got limited
If
quantity
you weren't at
left.
Sonic Soup, be ready for the recap
Limited quantity.
coming
Yeah.
out.
Recap's
Yeah.
going to be great. Luke Whitney, he sent it to the stovetop. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks really good.
He sent
Oh,
it.
it's in the
Oh, he
fourth
sent
thing?
it in
First
the Gmail. Shit, I gotta look at that.
First
Alright.
time, it looks really good.
I'm excited. All right.
Cool.
Caleb,
How you doing?
How
Hi.
you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. We got to sit oddly close so I'm in frame, you know?
What kind of
I know.
podcast is
Yeah.
this?
No. You stay right there. No.
I'm moving over for you.
Caleb, what are you ranking it?
I'm ranking this fit a. I like the color spectrum, the green too. The green goes with it well, so I'm ranking it like a 7.5 out of 10.
You never know. Sometimes Caleb is like, I really like it. Yeah. 4 out of 10. Or sometimes, or then he's like, I really like it. Yeah,
I
10
respect
out of 10.
it. Yeah,
It's
I
like,
respect it.
he gives it the same like preface and then throws a random ass number out there.
Yeah, because it's like
Because it's like what?
I'm gonna go with
The
an
same
8
thing.
out of 10. I'm a one up
take an 8.
Caleb.
I'm not mad at
you
you.
going, you going up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a one up you.
Okay. Half up me. Okay, true.
Half up you.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm new to the linen pants. I haven't seen it yet, so it's refreshing.
Yeah. See, this is why we get guests that don't watch our podcast.
Big fan of the earth tones. I would give it an 8. I would agree with that.
I'll take
Quality day for Dan.
it. Look at that.
Quality day.
You
for
give
Dan.
me a week and a long weekend, and I can come back with a
with allergies and a decent
a
outfit.
7.82, something like
Yeah.
that, average rate.
I get it.
We'll call it that.
No, I want to stay here.
Oh, you're gonna stay here now?
No, not really.
You're so quiet off camera. I would be surprised that you'd want to come on today.
Yeah, you should like laugh more and stuff.
You guys should make funnier jokes.
Giggle.
We were having a serious discussion.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was a good little origin story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
That'll be the caption of the clip.
Yeah.
A good little
dippr origin
story.
story.
Yeah.
In all
And then
caps.
it was a
Fire.
best Drake.
Best Drake.
What do you think is the best Drake album?
I don't listen to Drake. I don't know.
You gotta give us an answer here.
Dude, man, I don't
I like
know.
the one where he like invites minors up on the stage.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking. Yeah.
You
That's
like
crazy.
that?
My favorite.
That's crazy.
No.
Because
I
me personally, I don't like that.
I don't
at
like
all.
that. I don't like that.
My favorite
Whoa.
Drake album is
Got that.
Good Kid,
Nah.
Mad City.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
I hate
Fire.
I hate to break it to you, but that is not a Drake album.
What?
Well, I mix the two up
What?
sometimes. There's a lot of talk about them. These
I like
days.
Twitter finger turn to Twitter finger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We owe Bennett a scooter, guys.
Yeah.
You do,
Yeah. Well,
actually.
to tell the story about this,
This doesn't make me look very good.
No, it makes you look terrible, honestly. Let's tell it twice.
about was it a month and a half ago now? 2 months ago?
It was, I feel like it was like
A month ago?
April 11th or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. We shot the Luke Santana "Where Freezy At" EP cover, and we held a raffle for all attendees, and the prize was a brand new electric scooter that Dan had won.
No, I acquired it
Acquired it
in a legal
in a legal manner.
Mhm.
That makes it sound like you.
That makes it sound worse. You just said one.
No.
Okay.
I can't. I can't tell him it's a re-gift. I can't tell my boss that, bro.
And Bennett had come to the album cover shoot, but only stayed for 10 minutes, and he wasn't even in the picture.
That's crazy.
But to
That's
defend
crazy.
Bennett, he was early.
He was early.
He was there before
the first
I was there.
person
That's
there.
true. Yeah, in my defense,
He was the
I had an
first
exam
person
the next
there.
day.
Yeah.
I got my roommate dragged me out, and I was like, okay, I'll stay for 10 minutes, and if it's not done, I'm leaving.
He was early,
And I stuck to my word.
and he was there. And like, if we would have shot when we said we were shooting, he would have been there.
He would have been there. But
A
we
for
didn't.
effort. A for
But
effort.
he still won the scooter.
Yes.
Number 13
Congratulations.
on the sign-up sheet.
Thank you. So yeah,
Oprah, bring out the scooter.
yeah, it would be nice, right?
Yeah,
It'd be
but
nice.
Dan forgot the scooter. We had a
All right,
full,
we all forgot the
we had a
scooter.
I would've
whole
whipped outta here.
thing today.
I would've felt
we
so
all planned to
cool.
do this, and we all forgot. It
We
wasn't
all
just me.
forgot to
Yeah.
remind you. I didn't know I had to babysit Dan.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know you had to babysit me?
Yeah.
How,
That's
what was
crazy.
episode, like 18, 19?
Wait, what did you get on that test?
What test? Oh, the autism test?
Bro.
Higher than I would have liked. Just say that one. Yeah. Higher than a scammer fraud friend.
Yeah.
Bro.
So yeah, congratulations to Bennett on his new electric scooter.
Well,
Can't wait to get it.
by
in
the
here.
time this episode's out, we'll have gotten him the scooter, and we'll put a picture up of him with his scooter
Yes.
right here, and then we'll put one of him racing down 95 right here.
And then not getting into an accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
narrowly
Yeah.
escaping a semi-truck right here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Bye, Dan.
Sorry.
Thanks for coming
Peace,
on
Dan.
today.
Thank you for sitting next to me. I liked it. I liked it.
I loved it.
I liked it.
So it was Memorial Day this
That's
weekend,
a quick transition.
and yeah, I wanted to get you out of here. So it was Memorial Day this
Look at
weekend,
this energy. Wow.
Yeah, it's up now.
and
Job done.
we like to do blind ranks here on the Hot Off the
Yes,
Stove
yes,
podcast. So
yes.
All right.
me and Caleb
We made a little list.
made a list of 5 holidays,
Holidays.
non-religious holidays, so they can be celebrated by everyone who's in America. So,
All
to
right.
start off, well, these are American holidays.
Anyone can celebrate them.
but you can
Yeah.
celebrate them overseas. Yes.
I'm not
Yeah.
stopping one person from celebrating any of these holidays.
True.
Really, I want everyone to be happy in the world.
Yeah, same. First pick. We'll go with the recent Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Okay, this is 1 to 5.
Yes.
1 being the best.
Yes.
Memorial Day doesn't do much for me, to be honest.
That's fucked
But
up.
I support the troops. It's a long weekend. I'll give it a nice neutral 3. I feel like
We'll start off with the 3.
it doesn't give me much, but it's always convenient, you know?
Okay. Next pick. Flag Day.
Flag Day.
Flag Day.
Actually, Flag Day might be internationally celebrated.
What day does
Everybody-
Flag
it's a
Day
flag.
fall?
Flag
Everybody
Day
has a
is
flag,
coming
so-
up. It's June 14th.
Okay.
Celebrated in the United States, and it commemorates the adoption of the flag of the United States on June 14th, 1777.
Oh, I actually knew that was Flag Day. I could have told you that, but I wasn't thinking.
It's very patriotic. First time hearing of Flag Day. Is there a celebration that goes with
Yeah,
it?
There
yeah.
are many
Yeah.
Flag
Dude,
Day celebrations.
Caleb's going to
Okay.
L.A. for Flag Day.
Yeah,
What are
that's,
you doing
that's my
there?
Flag Day celebration.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Work.
Work. Yeah, go to work.
Not much of a holiday, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a 4.
Wow.
I'm leaving room for something worse,
But
What
that-
could possibly be
what,
worse
what is
than
worse than Flag Day?
Flag Day doesn't have a because like
No,
if
You guys are just talking about how awesome Flag Day was. We'll put it on.
The,
five.
the
no,
only
you
thing,
already put it for.
The only
Grab it
thing
on
worse
for
than
you. You can't take
Flag
it back.
Day is Dan's birthday.
Which is
Don't know.
Number 5.
the day before
It's
Flag
June,
Day.
Yeah, it's June 13th.
Wait,
Really?
what?
It's June 13th.
Really?
hmm
Damn, I'm sorry.
That's
dude.
why I knew where Flag Day was.
No way.
Gets overshadowed each year. It
Yeah,
sucks.
they shit on the flags.
Fuck,
bro.
Yeah.
dude. I would hate
That
sharing
sucks.
my birthday with Flag Day.
Yeah.
Because
Really?
everyone
Yeah.
would just celebrate Flag Day all the
Waving
time.
flags on your birthday.
Your
Yeah,
parents just
like,
give
that's-
you a gift for your birthday
Just
and
give you
Flag Day on the same
flags,
day.
yeah.
They normally just give me a flag,
Damn.
and it's like a different flag.
Dan, you
every
need your
day.
own flag.
Yeah, you need to shut the hell up, buddy.
No, you need your own flag, bro.
All right, we'll pop up my flag right here.
Yeah, I'll make you a flag.
Next holiday, we'll go with President's Day.
These are the most boring
Another
holidays.
long weekend. Another long weekend. Celebrating George Washington.
Can
And
we say
Abraham
that
Lincoln.
Flag Day is 5? Because that's my
Yes,
real
we'll
answer.
say Flag Day is
President's
5.
Day is 4.
Okay.
Wait, do we actually get off? Like, do you get off work in school for Flag Day?
Usually you do, but I don't think we
For-
do in school. It's not a
Yeah.
university holiday, but it is a national
That's a
holiday.
solid 4.
Fucking John Fry, bro.
All right. So next is July 4th.
July 4th. Okay, I think that's a safe one.
Okay.
That's
I'm a
safe
fan
one.
of July 4th. It's the only spectacle out of the ones
Fireworks.
listed. You know, that's a
cookouts.
good day. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a happy day.
I would agree. I think that's a safe one.
Yeah.
And then you have 2 left, number 2, and
Mhm.
that would be Labor Day.
I'm kind of happy with that.
I think this
think-
might be the best,
That's pretty
the most
successful.
realistic list that we've
Mhm.
done here.
I will say there were
on the Hot Off
some
Soap podcast.
objectively non-polarizing holidays. on
I don't know. You
Yeah,
might get
yeah.
a little hate for the Flag Day hate.
Yeah, this was we avoided
Maybe the-
controversy at every corner
Yeah.
on this blind ranking.
Maybe there's some huge Flag Day fans. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't met them, but sorry to those people. If you're a big Flag Day person, I'm sorry that Flag Day is number 5.
Yep, number
5.
5. We actually probably will celebrate Flag Day on this podcast. We'll send you
That'll
off
be
to the
fun.
airport. We'll get a video.
Alright.
Oh,
I
should we
get-
take
I
him to
get-
the airport?
Yeah, we'll take him to the airport.
Nah,
Take me to the airport?
Nah, his mommy will want to do that.
Aw.
Yeah, my mommy wants to do that.
Well, we can come along, and me and Dan will have giant American flags.
Now,
Y'all can wave flags.
when we were going to Dublin, his family was like waiting as long as they could in the
Yeah.
airport with them. My
Remember
parents,
my
my parents fucking dropped me off and drove away immediately.
bro? They followed us up to like the
Yeah, up the escalator.
No way.
bro.
They were dedicated.
Aw.
That's love.
Had
Yeah,
you
that's
had you
sweet.
flown before?
I have, yeah, but it was just I was going. That was like I was leaving for like 3 months.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah. I forgot that it was. That was a 3-month trip.
like 2.5, like kind
Jeez.
of like 2.5.
It was 10 weeks.
Yeah,
How was that?
it was great.
Yeah.
Watch episode 1
They've
of the
talked
podcast.
yeah,
about
we've
it.
talked about it so many times.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
it was
We can tell you all
You don't
about
have to
yeah.
get into
We
it.
can tell you all
we can
about it
show
off the
you pictures and
podcast. Yeah,
shit.
we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
because it was lit.
But I have seen Anderson Paak at the Blue Note.
Really?
If you haven't heard about that,
How was
it's
that?
cool. It was really cool.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't spend 2.5 months.
And
so,
come to
it
Sonic
was really
Soup.
fun. Yeah, hey, come to Sonic Soup. Yeah,
Next
May
year.
23rd next year.
Thank you.
Good. Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, let's get into some more fun stuff.
Some more fun
Let's.
stuff.
So, you don't like Flag Day. Let's get into your hate for Flag Day.
I don't have any solid memories of Flag Day in my past. You know,
Caleb,
what
I know you have some solid memories of Flag Day.
Bro, I didn't even know Flag Day was a thing
Yeah,
until like
it's my
we just
first time.
talked-
hearing about it. I
You don't like Betsy Ross, bro. You don't like fucking June 14th, the resolution of the Second Continental Congress, bro.
All right, you're
said
telling
that
me
the
this shit
flag
doesn't
was
look
a-
lit?
Like a Flag Day
This
had some
particular-
cookouts and parties.
oh, well,
connected
it's a
to it, like,
movie.
I would be all for it.
We're gonna
So-
start.
Based on a true story.
We're gonna
Flag Day.
start Flag Day, like making Flag Day into the craziest, like party day of the year.
We
gonna
should
be- it's
we
gonna
should
be
grill on
Drexel's
Race
Day.
Lawn, bro. Or y'all
That's
should
not
grill
a
on
crazy
Race
Bigger
Lawn.
than that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm-
Craziest
this is-
party day. Let's grill on Race.
No, we can
buddy.
invite
I'm trying
Bro.
to fucking do heroin.
people make the party. We can invite everybody. Like
If that was Flag Day, it would be one easy.
It was just
not
everyone
se-
does heroin.
seriously though, I feel like we don't use Drexel's campus enough. Like
What
when it comes to
campus?
like parties
They're
and stuff like
they're
that.
tearing it down and building buildings instead. All of our green
Yeah.
space is gated off right now.
Yeah, yeah.
But like we have to use what we have. We have to work with what we have. We have to work with what
You're
we
such
have.
an optimist, bro.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it.
I appreciate that,
bro. Because I
man.
think we can make anything happen. Like,
Wow.
yeah, I'm inspirational.
You're,
Inspiration
You
aura.
got some inspirational quotes behind you. You
Yes.
should
On the
uh,
podcast.
I should write a book.
Oh, dude, I said something the other night that was like pretty accidentally inspirational. That's a good segment. Accidentally inspirational.
Mm.
Yeah, it's great. Everyone would love
You
that.
have any quotes that are accidentally inspirational?
Not off the
I
top
got
of my
one.
head.
I got one.
You got one?
Yeah, I thought of this the other day. Probably didn't think of it. But at the end of the day, it is night. Wow.
Whoa.
Makes you think,
Whoa.
right?
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's night.
True.
Let's hear your accidentally.
I'm
inspirational
trying to
quote.
remember it. I tried to stall. I don't remember it. But I was sitting in Drexel Park and I said it to Lucas's roommate, old roommate.
Arian.
Yeah, and he wouldn't remember either. What?
Did you hear that noise? Or was
It
that
was-
in?
That
Was it like a
me.
meow?
That
That
was-
sounded like
That
a,
was his
that was
mic.
me.
Oh,
that sounded like a baby sheep, bro.
I thought
Yeah.
it was a cat.
That would have been a crazy appearance if a baby sheep pulled up.
We should bring a
lamb,
cat on
actually.
the podcast, bro.
Dude, I think I want to get a cat.
You do?
Yeah.
You should.
What would
Maybe you
name
should
it?
get some
I love
friends
cats.
first.
Oh shit.
That's his first step. He'll leverage that.
Yeah,
I'll
that is
leverage
true.
the cat into friends.
Now you're like Alex, bro.
Yeah, leverage friends into money, leverage money into
Yeah.
power, and then ultimately,
V-Bucks.
yeah.
Yeah.
End goal is
I would
V-Bucks.
name, I don't know, I would name my cat something that embodies the cat, probably.
Cat.
That's fair. You can't
Cat.
really pick a
Name
name
the
before
cat.
the cat.
I need to see the cat.
Yeah.
to name
My
it.
roommate wants to
Name
get
a
a cat, and he said he wants to raise it in the streets, and then have it become a white tea dope boy,
Uh-huh.
and then if he ever went away, like the cat would know how to make pancakes and ramen all by itself, and then he would never have to watch it, and it would know how to.
Self-sustaining.
Yeah, he said it would go to the bathroom in the toilet.
Wow. Bulletproof plan.
Yeah, I
Should
don't. He's
work.
never had a pet before. If you couldn't tell.
And he's gonna raise it all on his own. You're not gonna help.
The streets are gonna raise him.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
being raised by the streets.
True.
Bennett, what's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal. It's a good question. For a long time, it was birds because I'm allergic to
We
almost
got
every
beef, bro.
animal with hair.
Fuck birds.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like
Fuck
Damn.
birds.
any animal with hair or fur, I can't really.
For
touch
real?
or- yeah.
So you can't even. You
Dude,
could
we
never
should've
have a
put that
dog,
on the
like,
allergy
never-
dogs,
That's
cats,
crazy.
goats, cows, horses.
Every animal.
What about like
Every
cats?
animal.
What about cats that don't have hair?
No, I had a hypoallergenic dog as a kid. And
Okay.
What
I
does
was just
hypoallergenic
destroyed.
mean?
I mean, I think it's that there are some dogs that grow hair and some that grow fur, and
Okay.
or maybe
Oh.
it's that
Interesting.
they shed less. Is all that it might just be that because
Huh.
I was still very much allergic to it.
Okay.
So you need a
So-
Sphinx cat.
I do. I need a hairless animal
Yeah.
or a bird.
Yeah. You're just like posted up. You know,
Yeah,
petting the hairless freaky.
pretty
cat.
gross. I think a bird would be cool. I think
Mhm.
I would want a bird that talks to me,
Parrot
Yeah.
or something
like
like
a
that.
parrot,
Yeah.
a parakeet. You know,
Mm.
one from the family.
Would
But
you let it fly around your whole house, or would you
Yeah.
keep it in a cage?
It would maybe sleep in a cage.
Sleep in
That's
a
so
cage?
fire. You walk into Bennett house, you got a whole bird flying around. Like
Yeah,
It's like
like
Rio.
30 birds. Yeah, the indoor of my house is gonna be like a rainforest. And
Yeah.
yeah. I'll
That's
sleep in a
hard.
hammock in the trees, and
That would be
my
hard.
birds will just sleep around me.
I wouldn't like that.
fountains and stuff.
I hate birds.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't like birds. I've already been through this.
Yeah, I already know you don't like birds.
I don't
What's
like
your-
birds.
Do you have like
That
an
little
origin
ass
story?
bird
or
that
is that
Yeah,
just
I was gonna clip the origin story of me not liking birds, but it was pretty embarrassing. So
He
I
got
was gonna-
shit. He got attacked by a little fucking bird like this big. It attacked him on a golf course.
Yeah, usually that's like how like people get scared of elephants or like
Yeah, nah,
horses.
Something actually threatening.
nah, birds. Fuck birds. Cause like, what if you just stand there and like a vulture swoops down at you?
Trust me, it won't.
You ever see the movie Birds or The Birds by Stephen King?
I know. Don't they they fall from the sky or something?
They just start attacking people. I saw
See,
it when I
that's
was
like a big fear.
11 years old. Definitely the first horror movie I ever watched. My parents
Mhm.
were just watching it, and it was stupid.
And were you ever deathly afraid of
No,
birds after that?
that movie was stupid.
Damn. I watched The Big Year with
Yeah?
Jack Black, Owen Wilson, and Steve Martin. and
Okay.
they were bird watching.
And you were shitting yourself in the fucking theater.
I was
Your pants.
fucking.
Ah!
It was rated G, bro. I don't know how, dude.
G?
Fucking. Yeah, or PG.
What's G?
G.
General
This is
audience.
I thought it
Yes.
was E.
Huh? E?
E for
Bro,
that's
That's like video
that
games.
is.
That's
Bro,
games.
get outside, bro.
I
Get
saw-
the fuck outside.
I
Get
saw-
outside and watch a
bro.
movie.
I saw the
man.
new Monkey
Huh?
movie.
I said get outside and watch a movie.
Yo, Kingdom is fire.
Did you watch it?
Yes, I'm
Me
excited. I'm
and
excited
my
to see the other
monkey.
ones, bro. This next era of movies is about to be
Oh, you're talking about Planet of the Apes?
Kingdom of the Planet of the
Mm.
Apes.
It was fire.
Bad
Yeah.
title, though. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, but all of them are War of
Yeah,
the
they're-
Planet
Dawn-
of the Apes. and-
Dawn is the best one in my opinion.
Dawn of the
Dawn is
Planet of the
crazy.
Of
Apes.
the apes, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta say the full thing.
Of the Apes.
Pay
Or
respect
apes.
to the apes.
Wait, can we talk
Sorry,
a little
the
bit about
planet
Sonic
of the
Soup?
apes.
Yeah, we should.
Recap.
Bennett, you weren't there.
I wasn't, unfortunately. I got very sick the
Yeah.
day of.
Wow.
I couldn't make it out.
That sucks.
Unfortunately.
That sucks.
That sucks.
Well,
yeah, it
that
does suck,
sucks.
man.
Griffin,
No,
tell
it's
us about
fun.
being on
Yeah,
stage.
Sonic Soup. I was on stage.
Yes, tell us about
I was
your
first
your-
time hype man.
Yes.
We were in the green room, and I knew that I was gonna be going out and pressing play on the computer. I had no idea that I was to stay out there for the entirety of the show.
All right, it
So-
was 23 minutes.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't like a
It wasn't like
it
it wasn't like you were.
But I'm
blocking
saying
it.
I didn't know that I was gonna be standing out there the whole
The
time.
difference between 30 seconds and 20 minutes is.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I had a great time though. I felt like I was performing a little bit because I was just as nervous. I feel like maybe even more nervous
Yeah.
than Luke was.
Can I put the picture up?
Of what?
The picture.
Nah, fuck that,
I
bro.
would've
I
put
did
it
not
right
look
there.
like it. You gotta have
Wait,
a
wait,
comparison.
I wanna
You
see the
can't just be
picture.
saying this rumor about me that I look like the dude from Smiling Friends. I had to be hunched over. There was no table, and it was so much lower than me.
I can't really see it from here, but I can
Wait,
make a
you're
shape.
hunched over.
All right, the table is like this height, and I'm standing the entire time, but I'm still monitoring. I'm still monitoring the computer. Like I turned up the vocals during the performance and stuff. So of course I'm gonna be hunched over a little bit. For most times, I was standing up, straight. But apparently Caleb's out here flaming me during the performance.
You know it's bad when Caleb's flaming you because Caleb is so
Bro.
nice.
Bro. Nah.
What did I do to him to make him?
It was
say
just
this
funny,
about
bro.
me?
It was just funny.
It was just that uncanny.
Yeah.
You turned up with Argo on
I
stage.
turned
Yeah,
up
that
with
was that
Argo.
was that was so cool, bro.
Yeah,
How
I
was
left
Argo's set?
I left my little box when Argo came out. We turned up in the center of the stage, which was really fun.
You guys will see all of that during the recap that's coming up.
Yeah, the
soon,
recap's
so
gonna be out. Maybe we
Hopefully
can
by the
cross-post
time
it.
this podcast is out.
Hopefully, I gotta watch the first cut. I'm
Yeah.
excited. But yeah, it was a great time. All the acts were amazing. Luke Santana, who was on the show previously, and our artist on Stovetop, did real well. It was great. It was a few days of rehearsing and getting it down, but I feel like it went real well.
No, he did an amazing job. Like we need to
All the
clap up,
artists,
like-
all the artists,
Yeah.
especially Luke. Bro.
I'm playing the clap too.
You're playing it, so double clap.
Alright, clap
And
it
shout
up.
out Carlia.
Yeah, shout out
Oh my
Carlia
God.
too. Like
That
Unbelievable.
performance was. I was saying like everyone's great and everyone's at list level, and then there's just like
the
this
way she brought everybody in the
presence,
beginning was
And
live
like,
and it's
show
no hate to
presence.
anyone else. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah,
everyone
no,
was
it's
so
just
good.
bro. Music is like the music that played that night was just amazing, bro. Like
Mhm.
seeing everybody, like what everybody had and like to offer was just
Yeah, and the Long Island iced teas were good.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, $30 Long Island.
And this
iced tea.
these are bands like that I've heard about during class and stuff, but like that was my first time actually like diving in and like listening to them. And listening.
Yeah,
it must
Sophie
be
Price was
cool, 'cause
really,
you were-
really good.
You've all been hearing about this all year, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
This
cool to put it on
it actually
and
came together.
Yeah.
yeah.
being in like a green room
Yeah.
pre-show,
It was dope.
and me and Caleb were doing interviews with all the
Yeah.
artists throughout the night, which will probably be posted up on the Instagram.
Yes.
So it was a great time. I had a
Sold a
great
bunch
time.
of merch. Bella
Yeah,
and Leo
sold-
went crazy selling merch. For
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
very
Yes.
cool.
Shout out
Bunch
Bella
of-
and Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Sold a
Yes.
bunch of merch. We have some more to sell. Hat, T-shirt. If you want the Freezy fan combo.
We're out of stickers.
We're out of stickers. We ran out of stickers. We had
Mhm.
1,000 stickers.
We had 250 stickers.
Yeah, this is a sticker right here.
Cool.
We had
It's a cat.
250. All out of stickers.
Dang. Well, you still get a trading card. We have 6 of those left or something like that.
2.
2 trading cards. There's 2 trading cards left. Okay.
And like 6 hats. So fucking.
Only 6 hats
Yeah.
left?
Because Lucas took some up and sold some at home.
Oh, shit. Wow. It's a fire sale.
Yeah, get them while they're still here.
I love that Arrested Development clip of Tobias does like, oh my God, it's a fire sale. You ever seen that?
No,
You ever
I
seen
haven't.
Arrested Development? Have you
Nah.
seen Arrested
I know
Development?
what that
I
is,
haven't
though. I've
seen that
never
clip.
seen it.
Have you seen Arrested Development? No way. Damn, that sucks for you guys.
Yeah. What is it on? What stream?
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, all
I'll
5
tap
seasons
in.
are on Netflix. Dude,
Tap in.
I can't believe you never watched. Honestly, I can't believe you never
I know
watched
what it is. Like I
Yeah.
just never clicked on it.
It's
like,
really funny. I've seen
Yeah.
a few episodes. Yeah. But
Sick. That was Sonic Soup. We had a good time. If you weren't there, everybody you knew was there. And if you were there, you probably saw everybody you knew. So stay tuned for more live shows, and
More
thanks
live
for coming out. If
shows.
you came out to the show, it was a good time. Hope you had a good time. Hope you liked seeing me on the stage.
Yeah.
I
had fun.
really liked seeing you on
Yeah.
the
I
stage.
enjoyed it. And Dan is like a little.
There were some
creepy,
good
but-
pictures of me too. I didn't know I was getting pictured taken up there.
apparently one bad one too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
Hey.
And
Hopefully
you,
nobody
yeah,
got
you got
it.
put in the
Win some, lose
cartoon
some.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
nobody got me on that.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you. I'm gonna get every picture that Maddie took during the whole set just so I can hunt down pictures.
Hunt
of you
down the
looking like
one that I'm hunched over the computer on.
The one.
Yeah.
Great.
40% of the show at least, buddy.
Yeah.
Bro.
My dad was like, "Why was that dude on the computer so hunched over?" he wasn't like that, but don't tell anyone.
I didn't hear that. What'd you say?
You don't have headphones.
What'd you say?
So you
I can't hear you over there. I don't have my headphones on today.
But they can hear me. What's up, chat?
Yeah. You doing a little ASMR over there?
Nah, I'm just having fun with my fans. You guys know that I sell the most jerseys.
The pots and pans. Dance pots and pans.
Yeah, you guys know that when we do our live shows, they're gonna be wearing my jersey in the stand. They're gonna be wearing my linen
We'll
pants.
have
They're-
a jersey sell off.
They're not gonna be spreading their legs. They're not gonna be bullshitting. They're gonna be wearing my linen pants in the crowd.
He's self-conscious about the leg spread now. Look how close they are together
Yeah.
today.
I'm just comfortable, man.
You're just handsome. But we don't need to
you.
talk about all that. Let's
Yeah.
get
Thank
back
you.
on the
Back-
to the dipper.
Back to
Let's get
Dipper.
back to, let's get back to
Where
it.
am I, bro?
We went off topic for like 40 minutes.
I know.
It all started with Flag Day.
It all started with
So back
wanting
to
to get the
Flag
energy
Day.
up.
Fuck Flag Day, man.
All right, let's go back to some serious questions.
Yeah. So like, what like
Yeah, fuck up the question one more time, Caleb. I swear.
what emotion do you hope to evoke from this EP?
That's a good question. I don't know. I think a lot of the people that listen to it would say off the bat that it's more sad and melancholy, I guess. But I'd hope that it really just kind of inspires people to want to think about, maybe trying to produce, if you're a producer, genres like, classical and jazz and stuff like that, or just to, explore more genres. Because personally, I listen to music, whether it's sad or happy or whatever emotion it is. I listen to it for the mood that I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I'm in a great mood and I want to just listen to some sad music, or sometimes
Right.
I'm in a. So I guess I said that wrong. I listen to it based off of,
Emotion.
I guess just whatever mood I'm in. It determines what kind of genre or what kind of feeling I want to get out of listening to music. That's a horrible explanation, but.
No, I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily. I don't have to be sad to listen to sad music. I
Right.
have to be happy to listen. So I really just want people to feel inspired and kind of hear something that they haven't before.
Okay. And are there any like movies that come to mind? I know you said Interstellar is one of your like inspirations, but like, are there any
Yeah.
like like movies you see
Yeah,
like pairing well with these tracks?
I was saying another Hans Zimmer soundtrack that really speaks to me is Kung Fu Panda.
yeah, that's definitely an inspiration.
I'm serious, bro. Have you ever heard the Kung Fu Panda?
I've never seen Kung Fu Panda.
What?
Wow. So you've never celebrated Flag Day?
And you've
You've
never
never
seen
seen
Kung
I've
Fu
never seen
Panda.
Kung Fu Panda either.
You're an anomaly.
Do you like hate children too or something?
Yeah,
Like,
do you hate
No,
hate Jack Black?
No.
do you
like
like
Jack
hate
Black.
joy and happiness in the world or something?
No, I've just not
Flag
never
Day is
got.
probably the most joyous holiday that anybody could ever celebrate too. So
Obviously.
I've never gotten around to watching Kung Fu Panda, and I don't know why. I've
Well-
seen that's DreamWorks, right?
yeah,
I've seen all the DreamWorks movies except for
but you
that.
haven't seen the most popular.
That's crazy.
DreamWorks?
Is that the most popular?
That or Shrek?
What about Frozen?
That's
Frozen's
Disney.
Disney, I think.
I,
right?
I think
Oh.
Madagascar is like my favorite DreamWorks movie.
It's a great movie.
But like
So back
to the
to
question.
other scores.
Yeah. Let's see. I really like the If Beale Street Could Talk soundtrack.
Ooh, that's a great one.
That is a
That's
great
actually I'm glad
soundtrack.
a lot of people don't know about that movie.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that.
I mean, the movie's great, but the soundtrack made it
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And I'm blanking on the composer's name. but-
Agape, the one track one.
Yeah. That's an incredible song. And yeah, I think just a lot of the like that soundtrack in particular might not be obvious how I was inspired. Maybe the feeling that soundtrack might give you you might see the connection, but it's more about the feeling that music gives me that inspires me to create that feeling again than
So those
the
somber
actual-
tones and like
yeah. It's much less about the theory or the chord progressions or instruments used. It's much more about the feeling, and oftentimes that translates to making a completely different genre. If I'm listening to music and I get inspired by something, I oftentimes end up making something completely different, but I try to create the same feeling that I get from listening to music when I make music a lot of the time.
Fire.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it throughout the, some of these questions and talking about the process of making the EP, how you're trying to, experiment with genres and sounds that aren't necessarily, what you think of or the generic way of utilizing them. But how, as an artist, do you think you've grown through like the process of making this EP and diving into this like jazz and classical genres, and what have you learned about yourself and your music?
I think mainly I just found that I am terrible at finishing projects. This EP was supposed to come out probably 3 months ago, and there were a lot of things that got in the way, but the biggest thing was just me being unable to open a project that was already half done and finish it. I've just been horrible at it my whole life, and it's become a goal of mine to be able to, if the time permits it, like sit down, start an idea, and finish it in the same sitting, because it just becomes exponentially harder the longer I wait to finish it. So with things like the songs on the EP, I really had to force myself a lot of the time to work on it, and by force I mean like it was difficult a lot of the times, and a lot of the time I wasn't feeling inspired to make it or finish it because it was an idea that I had already had, and it was no longer maybe as inspirational or exciting to me. And so there were tons of times where I sat there and tried to finish a song and just completely scrapped it, and I had to do it over and over because it just wasn't giving me the same feeling that it gave me when I first started making it. So I definitely found that it's really important, no matter what genre I'm making, to finish and flesh out an idea when I'm in the process of making it, while it's still as inspirational and exciting as it is when I start it.
Yeah, I mean, when I produced, and I think in general, like even outside of music, it's hard to keep going after that initial like honeymoon period of an idea is over, and now you had to like really get into the nitty gritty of, okay, what actually is this song? What actually is this, idea, business, whatever it may be. I think we all struggle with, working through that point and really finding what is like the final picture of that idea. And then, you get to the end and it's changed, right? It's always evolved, and it's
of course,
interesting,
idea from there. Yeah. And I don't picture myself as an artist. I'd tell people I produce, and that's it, because, I mean, you know, this was a learning process for me, and I have released music before, but, you know, it was totally new to me, and it's called Compendium Volume 1. There's going to be Volume 2 and 3, and hopefully more.
And Volume 2 is a straight country album.
And that's
Griffin
you're
and
actually
country,
very it's going to be different genres every time. Because
That'd be
I
cool.
think it's really just gonna compendium is the word itself means a collection or a book of a collection or a list, and it's really just a collection of all the things that I've made that has, you know, inspired me throughout the years. So there's not really one main theme for hopefully these multiple EPs that I'll put out.
Nice.
Because at the end of the day, I am again just making, you know, beats and songs, you know, randomly, whatever I'm in the mood for that day, and then looking back, I'll pick out the ones that I like that fit together.
You think you would ever sing?
I think if I ever were to sing, you would not be able to tell that it was me.
I was thinking you'd do something maybe like Grippy.
Yeah.
Grippy.
I remember you ghost wrote for that. Like,
yeah,
J.
I'm
Cole,
gonna
Cash
take my
Cobain
inspiration
song,
from
yeah.
working with all those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it'll definitely have aspects
Slippy,
of Grippy.
Dippy.
Ooh.
Oh.
See what he did there?
See what he did?
Yeah, but you know, I took a songwriting class and I found out I was not good at singing, and I mean, I knew that already, but actually trying to record vocals with autotune and processing them, thinking that it might actually turn out better, was just not the case. And more than anything, I am horrible at writing lyrics. I'm so god awful at writing. But I would
We
like
can
to,
tell with that ghost written song. Holy shit, bro. It's just
I mean, other people think I'm great, but I
Yeah.
don't.
Why did J. Cole hire him?
But
How was the songwriting class like? From like, because I feel like a lot of people like, for the audience, like the songwriting class, you write a song and play it for the class.
Yeah.
And it's like pretty straightforward, but I feel like
Yeah.
most people like don't like their own song, and then everyone else likes it. So is that like what happened to you, or like?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I did end up liking a lot of the songs, you know, more towards the end of the class, because you know, it was basically you write a song a week or every 2 weeks, and having those deadlines, those hard deadlines, made it like super easy to finish songs because I just had to.
Right.
And so over time, I definitely enjoyed it more, but for most of the class, my production carried the songs in every way. I mean, my writing was very simple, and I kind of wrote about the same thing every time, and it was just like not inspired at all. It was you know. So I think in the future, because I definitely want to get better at writing lyrics, and I definitely want to continue to record in the future, because I think that's just kind of a natural progression with some producers who you know, make multiple genres and listen to a lot of different music, is to eventually get into actual songwriting and not just producing. Because another thing with my production is that like I am really bad at collaborating, and that's something that I want to also work on in the future. But if I'm not in the same room with someone while working on something, it's really difficult for me to want to collab
Do
with
something
someone.
them.
Yeah, whether it's an artist or another producer. And that's always just been really hard for me. So there are a lot of things that I'm working towards, and a lot of goals that I have for the future.
Cool.
Singing might be one of them. Who knows?
Who knows? Where are we at in time?
Yeah. Over an hour.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. We can definitely
Yeah, we can
wrap it up.
Yeah, you can wrap it up.
All right. So cool. Do you have anything you want to plug
Yeah.
outside of the EP? Because we don't have our second camera anymore.
Why are you looking at me?
Yeah. Caleb took it away.
I guess you can follow my TikTok.
Still had a clip.
Here, wait. I'll
Okay,
redo
you
it
can-
so you can get like.
Yeah, my, I don't know, TikTok, Instagram,
Alright.
whatever. Yeah.
Bennett, dippr, thanks for coming on the show this week. You have anything you want to plug to the hot off the stove audience, the pots and pans? out there?
Yeah, follow my TikTok, Instagram. Again, this will
Save,
already be out.
download.
Take a listen to the EP. See if you like it. Even
Buy
if you
it
don't.
even.
Yeah, buy
Buy
it
it. Hey.
on iTunes.
If you're an iTunes user, please. And yeah, I think that's it.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks so much
thank
for
you,
having
bro.
me. Yeah.
Thank you.
Tune in to Compendium Volume 1. It's out right now. Let us know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Caleb, any last words?
You already know what I'm going to say. Stream that playlist with all of the stuff we plug, and just stay tuned for any new content that we drop.
All right.
So,
Peace.
Peace.